Hey guys, what's up? Z here with Giz China, and I have here in my hand the UMi Z Pro, as well as the UMi Z. The specifications here are truly flagship worthy. You got a Helio X27 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and now dual cameras. It also has a large 3780 mAh battery that will make it difficult for anyone to run down in one day. So let's see if this phone is worth your money. This phone is definitely not small. When you think about phones like the Mi Mix, this phone is actually pretty big, and if you have small hands like me, the size could make you think twice about buying this phone as your daily driver. It is pretty slim though, considering there are 3 13 megapixel cameras and a 3780 mAh battery. The build quality here is very good. The aerospace grade aluminum feels exquisite to the touch, and it really has a very nice feel to it. The cameras do protrude from the back, but this is necessary to achieve the 8.2mm thickness. And I would usually say to them, why don't you just make the battery bigger? But here they've already made the battery pretty big. There are also capacitive buttons beside the home button as well, but those don't light up. Overall, the UMi Z Pro is one handsome and well-built phone. There's a 1920 by 1080 Sharp branded screen that produces some good colors and is pretty sharp and clear. Yes, it's a good screen, but it also isn't anything special. Max brightness tops out at around 500 nits, making it easy to see in direct sunlight. Dragon Trail glass was also used in place of Gorilla Glass, and for all intents and purposes, it worked very well. One of the marketing points that UMi used was how great the audio was going to be because of its dedicated audio chip and this and that. But at the end of the day, the audio output from this phone is good but not amazing. Audio can be deafeningly loud like UMi claim, and there is no distortion at max volume. Audio quality is pretty decent though. Have a listen for yourself.
To understand me is something to appreciate. Love, okay? Love. That's all that matters. And bacon and liquor and fighting compilations. Flattening this dough out like we're deflating a football. Guess that makes us the Brady Bunch, the Tom Brady Bunch, but hey.
With a 3780 mAh battery here, the UMi Z Pro does pretty decently. I was able to get around 6 hours of screen on time over a 16-hour day with about 10 to 15% left. This use consisted mostly of web browsing, some texting with the occasional game and photo. Battery life here is definitely good and will not be a deal breaker. Even heavy users will be hard pressed to drain the battery completely in a single day, and medium users can get 2 days pretty easily. There is a completely stock version of Android 6.0 Marshmallow on the phone with bare essentials, and usage speed is very good. Launching and switching apps is fast. However, I find certain actions like swiping feel ever so slightly slower than top-end phones like an iPhone or an S7. I'm not sure what is causing it. It could be input lag or just software optimization, but either way, it's a very small difference. The fingerprint sensor here is fast, but the phone is not, and let me explain that. The sensor is very fast at recognizing your finger and sending the all good signal, but the phone takes a long time to process that all good signal, which means that if the phone screen is already on, the phone unlocks very fast, but if the screen is off, it takes a while for the phone to turn back on. The phone multitasks like a champ and has no problem at all. It performs as well as the UMi Plus E and better in some cases, as the SoC in the Z Pro is definitely faster. The phone also handles gaming very well with no stutter at all. In terms of connectivity, the UMi Z Pro does get reception almost as good as my Lenovo Zuk Z2, but in certain places you can see the UMi Z Pro's reception dip compared to what I get on my Z2. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS all work well as well. The dual cameras here are set up so that one takes regular pictures and the other takes monochrome photos. The long and short of it is that capturing color photos lower the quality of the picture, so capturing a monochrome photo and then a separate color photo to fill in the color details should theoretically get around that issue. And here, the 13 megapixel main camera is not a bad camera at all. It takes deep saturated colors if a little bit unexposed, but detail is definitely not bad. And because of the dual camera combination, the colors taken here are actually better than what you see in the UMi Z. They're a lot warmer and more pleasing as well. Colors are punchy and vibrant, but still fall slightly behind my Zuk Z2. However, low light shots are difficult to make out because of how soft the photos are. There also isn't any OIS either, so there's that to contend with. You can also get quite a bit of bokeh in your shot if you switch to the bokeh mode, and you can even adjust the amount of bokeh that goes into each shot after you took the photo, which is actually a pretty cool feature, especially when the photos taken are not bad. The video camera quality here is about the same as what I get in the original UMi Z. There isn't much of a quality difference, but do note that it still can take 4K video, which is pretty crispy, but not amazingly crispy. I honestly really like the UMi Z Pro here. It has really great specifications, and the dual camera setup here actually is able to take pretty good photos. That being said, the UMi Z Pro is more expensive than the original UMi Z, and whether or not you decide whether the dual camera is worth the extra money to you is up to you, because other than the dual camera, everything else here is the exact same. UMi has made a very good flagship, and I do highly recommend it. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.